Priya, we can start right now.
Yeah, sure. We can. Okay. So, hello everyone. I hope you all are fine and doing well. It's a matter of great pleasure for us to announce that Eduhub community has set up a club in the University of Lagos on this honorable day with huge respect on the behalf of Eduhub community. I welcome you all.
Okay, so let me talk about Eduhub community. So, hello everyone. I am Saitya Rai, co-founder of Eduhub community. So, let me introduce a bit about Eduhub community. So, Eduhub community is an international student tech community. The tagline of our community is "Let's take you forward." It's a community for the people by the people. The vision of the community is to build an environment where people can learn together and implement together. It provides people the opportunity to work with them, showcase their talent, work in team, manage a group of people under them, and initiative to contribute to the open source community by providing training, guidance, and awareness about the responsibility in the field of softwares to students. Learns real life skills from experts, join clubs, hang out, and network with smart people. So this is about Eduhub community, a short intro.
Okay, so now I would like to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, of University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur, Professor Dr. Biswajoy Chatterjee, to enlighten us about metaverse, which means AR and VR, along with the impact of artificial intelligence in today's industry. Over to you, sir.
Hello, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Yes,
Thank
you're audible,
you.
sir.
Thank you. So thank you, Priya. Thank you, Saitya. Thank you, all the members who have joined over here. And I can see many excited people over here who have joined. So I have been given the responsibility to talk a little bit about metaverse and AI. So I would firstly like to thank Eduhub community for giving me this opportunity. And definitely, I would like to thank also University of Lagos, New Nigeria, in which I understand that this Eduhub International Community Club is being set up today. Priya was just a while ago talking about introducing AR and VR, metaverse, that is AR and VR. Now, I would like to firstly point out that if I have to talk about that when I talk about metaverse, it is not only just about AR and VR, it is much more. Like AR and VR is a technicality, whereas metaverse is a concept. Like you cannot say that somebody who is making a Google web page or say the Google company itself is not the internet. Internet is much more than only Google. So I would like to, on this note, I would like to begin and talk a little bit about metaverse and AI, especially with its effect on the industry. But before I talk, I really don't know the crowd over here or the audience over here. So I would like to talk or give the concept of metaverse first. What is the concept of metaverse? I would like to share my screen. I'm sure I can do that. And Kindly do tell me if my screen is visible. Please do tell me when my screen is visible. Is my screen
Yes,
visible? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's
yes,
visible.
yes, it's visible now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So as I was saying, my topic is impact of metaverse in tech industry and also future of AI and its effects on industry. I am Professor Dr. Biswajoy Chatterjee. I'm the Vice Chancellor of University of Engineering and Management, UEM, Jaipur. So let me start with this one, impact of metaverse in tech industry. And as I was saying, that my first duty should be to explain what is metaverse. See, I would like to firstly give a disclaimer, which will simply look like a disclaimer, nothing else. Explaining metaverse is like explaining internet in 1970. Like in 1970, somebody comes, rides on a time machine and comes today from 1970, and you are given the responsibility to explain to him what is internet, how you will explain to him. You will say, until and unless you really experience it, you feel it, you really don't get it. Because telling it to somebody is to make him awestruck and nothing else. It is the feeling that you need to get in order to understand what is internet today. Anyway, what is metaverse? Similar is metaverse. When I'm trying to explain metaverse in 2022, it is really like explaining internet in 1970. But in short, metaverse is your universe. Meta stands for you, about you, around you, centered around you. And universe, the universe which is centered around you. At the moment, there is a universe. You can go out, you can play, you can go to the university, you can go to a cinema hall, you can go to a mall and do shopping. Metaverse is such a universe existing virtually. When you sit at your home and log into metaverse, you get a world or a universe like that. How? I'm coming to it. But before that, let me give you another information. Facebook, as you all know, has very recently converted its name and made it Meta, saying Meta is about creating the virtual world around you, creating a real-time 3D internet. I request you to keep this sentence, keep in mind real-time 3D internet. Now, as Priya was saying, virtual and augmented reality. Yes, metaverse is not only virtual and augmented reality, but it is fully dependent on the concept of virtual and augmented reality. I would request all of you to focus on the pictures shown over here. You can see a lady wearing a spectacle, something like a spectacle, and having something on her hand and doing something. What is she doing? What is she seeing? What she's seeing is visible somewhere over here in this picture. If you can see in this picture, I believe all of you can see my mouse. In this picture is something which she is seeing. But she is sitting on her sofa and she is doing something with her hand and she is seeing this. So you can understand, he's physically present in this universe, but virtually she has gone to some other universe, he's doing something, he's feeling like he's somewhere else. She's doing something, maybe in space, she's doing something. She has become an astronaut moving around the sky or something like that she's doing. You can see, this is very common. If you go to the mall nowadays, you can see such things. See, she is wearing this spectacle, and if you can see her hand, she is moving her hand and playing a game. See, something is coming, throwing at her, something is being thrown at her. She is trying to defend herself, and this is what she is seeing. This is what she is experiencing as if in real time, in the virtual world. But in the real world, it is not happening. It is happening in the virtual world. If you allow me, I will quickly show you one small video. I don't want to go to any other video. I just want to show some video which our students have developed so that there is no question of, say, I'm not using anybody else's video or anything like that. I request all of you to see this video. Okay, so can I share a particular screen? I'm not sure whether I can share that. A tab, okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'm sure you can see this tab. I will just play a video and I will say about it. See, this is the university ground. You can see our university ground. This is developed in our university. So one person is wearing that same spectacle I was showing you in the picture. She's wearing that same spectacle and is moving around in our university. You can see our university building at the background, our university and everything, but he is wearing that particular spectacle. Now, what is he or she seeing? See, suddenly a palace gets augmented in the video. She sees a palace. This palace was not really present in the world, in the real world, but she sees a palace, and this palace gets augmented into the reality, and he or she comes inside this palace as if he or she walks into the palace, and now he or she has the feeling that he or she is moving around this palace itself. He or she is in the virtual world. Nothing very new. I think many of you are acquainted with it. Yes, many of you, I'm sure, are acquainted with it. But what is new, if you are not acquainted with, I will come to the concept of metaverse now. This was virtual reality or augmented reality. Something getting augmented. That is, the real world is present. In the real world, something gets virtually augmented. And what is virtual reality? When it gets inside something and the entire world is moving around in a virtual world. Now I show you, I go back to the PPT and I show you this metaverse now. I request all of you to now focus on this. I had used a word, why this word, real-time 3D internet. You remember I said Facebook has called itself Meta in order to create a real-time 3D internet. Try to visualize, internet is here. Internet is 2D for you. Now the internet becomes 3D. You wear that spectacle and everything you can see, a world is there. It's a 3D internet. Like now, you very easily create an account in Amazon and you purchase. But do you get the same good feeling as you get when you go to a mall and purchase? It's not always possible for us to go to a mall and purchase. So we do use the Amazon also to get the offers, definitely. But it does not give you the same feeling like going to a mall. The metaverse says, logging into the metaverse, you can enter a mall by wearing that spectacle. You will get the feeling that you have come to a mall. Now you walk around, you move around. When you move around, you are moving around in your home, but you get the feeling that you are actually moving around in a mall. You're just stepping on the escalator, you are going to the staircase, you're entering a store, everything as if you have entered a virtual world. Like just a while ago, I show you as if I was moving around in a palace, wearing that spectacle. The same feeling, wearing that spectacle, you're moving around in a mall, you're going to a store, you're purchasing from that store. Now, what you are purchasing, how you are purchasing. The purchase can be as real as something that you are doing in the Amazon. You purchase from the store, you get a feeling that you have entered the store, you have selected a product, and you purchase that product, you add that product to your cart. As if you virtually get the feeling that you get inside the store, you purchase the product, you add it to that cart, you paid for it. That product can be delivered to your house, like it is done in Amazon nowadays. Or you can even buy a virtual cloth for you. I will explain this. I will come back to this. I will explain why it is needed. But you now attend meetings also, like we are talking. But are we getting the same feeling as it would have been had I been to your university and talked to you, or you people attending my university, sitting in our classrooms and we interacting with one another? Do we get the same feelings? No. You cannot really interrupt me and start asking questions. That does not work, which you can do in a physical meeting. We really don't get to see one another that easily. Or maybe you are unable to interact with your friends. You don't understand something, you interact with your friend and get to know. No, those feelings are not present. In a metaverse, you can go to a virtual university, like you are sitting in a virtual meeting table. See this. This is the feeling that you get. You are wearing that spectacle and you are and you see your friends or your colleagues sitting over here in the table. Now you are discussing. Now, who are these colleagues? Who are they? They are also actually real people who have also logged in to metaverse. They have also logged into metaverse. You have also logged into metaverse, and we are interacting with one another. He's talking to you, you are talking to you, talking to them, as if the same feeling as you would get when you are actually on a meeting table and interacting with one another. How that happens, I will give a glimpse of that also. A third possibility, as I was talking about university, see this child over here. You can see my mouse definitely. You can understand that this child is absolutely sitting in his room. He is sitting in his room in his own house. And he is wearing that same spectacle and getting a picture, a feeling like this. He's getting a feeling as if he's sitting in his class. His teacher is teaching him these real characters as if are actually present in front of them. The teacher has also logged into the metaverse. The other students, his peers, have also logged into the metaverse. They are interacting with one another. It's the same sort of feeling as you get in a university. Not like this Google Meet interaction with one another, which is very different from the one that we actually get in the classroom. I'm sure that all of us are very eager to come back to our classrooms, to interact with one another, or maybe you have already got the opportunity to sit in the classrooms again and you are enjoying it. But what if during the pandemic we would not have lost anything if we could have wear this simple spectacle and got a feeling that actually we are sitting in the classroom? Your colleagues are actually, or your peers are actually talking to you through this metaverse. Whatever he or she is talking, you are listening to him. The same thing is happening. Everybody has come to the same, use the same metaverse and come to the same classroom. How that happens? All of you have heard about avatars. Like few days back,
Yes.
a few days back, I request all of you to kindly mute yourself, please. If you can kindly mute yourself. Okay. So a few days back, Facebook had launched that you can load, you can design your own avatar. A person looks simple, looks somewhat like you. So these are avatars. What you do is you create an avatar. I will show you some pictures through which you will get the feeling now. You create an avatar, say this is the avatar you created of yourself. All of you have created avatars using Facebook, maybe. So this is the avatar you create. And what you do is you create the avatar. See this avatar, this girl, this lady again. You can see she's wearing that same spectacle and using this thing on her hand, she is creating her avatar. Once she created the avatar, she has gone to a campfire. See, she has gone to a campfire using metaverse. She has gone to a campfire. She has logged into a campfire. Now, what does that campfire look like? She sees that many people have come over here. Their avatars. This is the avatar of another lady. This is the avatar of another gentleman. But I myself cannot see my own avatar now because I can see through my own eyes. I'm seeing the other people coming over here and interacting with one another. See the next picture. Now I am talking. This girl is talking to these people. These people are avatars of other people sitting at their home wearing the same spectacle and talking to one another. Say this person you can see, this avatar. He is another person sitting in his room and he has also come to the same campfire. So this person again, through his spectacle, he can see this lady, the avatar of this lady. Now, do you understand one thing? If you have understood this, I continue a little bit. I can then move out from the campfire and I go to the club. I see other people have come over here. Other people in the form of the avatars have come over here. And we are dancing and I'm dancing with those people. They are interacting with me. I am interacting with them. Now, I am seeing this person like this. Why? Because this person sitting in his room, you go back to this slide. That person sitting in his room had designed his avatar in that way, this way. That's why I'm seeing this person like this. Now, it is very important to understand this designing of avatar is very, very important to understand because my topic for today is centered around this. And any other way, and any other things I can do, say I go out from the club, I have a good sleep, I wake up up in the morning, and again using this, I see I'm reading the newspapers. I'm reading these newspapers. I can log into the National Geographic channel, and using that National Geographic channel, I get a feeling that I've really come over here where I can see the animals move around. I'm actually beside them. I can take a little bit of exercise. You see, I can take a little bit of exercise like this. I get a feeling that as if I'm in a place like this and I am doing these exercises. Now comes to the meeting. Now suddenly I remember that my reading of newspaper is over, my exercise is over. Now I need to go to a meeting. So I change my avatar. This was one avatar. Now I change my avatar to somewhat a realistic look, because I need to go to a meeting. There's the realistic face. I change my avatar to a realistic look. And now I log into the meeting. And you see, these people who have come over here, I can see them. I'm sitting in a meeting table. I'm interacting with them. Much like Zoom. Concept is same like Google Meet or Zoom. But I'm getting a realistic feeling as if I'm sitting in the table. These people have also come like their avatars. I'm interacting with them. They're interacting with me. I've gone to something, a bonfire like this maybe. I'm interacting with realistic people. Then I can again change my avatar to this, and maybe I take some part-time classes. So see what this lady is doing. This lady is in his house, and as if she is writing on a board, her students are seeing her like this, writing on a realistic board. They can see that the teacher is taking the class. This is what is metaverse, a concept of metaverse. Now, what I want to point out over here is, how will this affect? This is my topic for today. You understand that here I had changed my avatar and given it a realistic look. Prior to that, I had made my avatar like this, maybe this avatar. Now, what you understand is, now when you go to a real meeting, you dress up. You dress up in a way that you look good. You look suitable, you look proper for the meeting. But when you are doing the same meeting through the metaverse, people are seeing you in your avatar dress, in your avatar's uniform maybe. So what are you doing? You want to look good in your avatar way, in your avatar, you want to look good. What will you do? You will purchase clothes. You will purchase bags for the avatars. This bag can be a virtual bag. The clothes that you purchase can be virtual clothes that you purchase from virtual store. From a virtual store, you log into metaverse, go to a mall, go to a virtual mall, purchase a virtual cloth. Why? Because you want to dress up in that cloth in your avatar for the next day meeting. Now, do you understand how this will affect? Straightway, garments. You will purchase clothes virtually for your avatar. You will, definitely will. And it is already being done. I was showing a yoga school, maybe an exercise, a little bit of exercise. You can take the school virtually through the app, get the realistic feeling as if you were jumping amongst nature. I showed you the picture. Meetings, say office space, furniture, lights. Think of infrastructure. Are those huge infrastructure of those lights, wonderful office space, are those needed? Those can be virtually present. Those office spaces can be virtually designed. You can make your office space, virtual office space, look good. Same for schools and colleges. The big campuses, the huge infrastructure of the laboratories can be virtually created. I need to purchase the equipments, same equipments for my laboratories, but maybe not physical equipments, maybe virtual equipments, which you can actually work upon virtually. Maybe possible to some extent. Now, what about job creation? Will it create job, or will we lose jobs? See, you try to understand. If people start purchasing virtual clothes, then the demand for realistic clothes will definitely decrease. So what about the garment industry? Will it go down? I think you understand my point. I start purchasing virtual clothes. So will I purchase physical clothes? Will the garment industry go down? If I take the schools virtually, then will the brick and mortar university schools and colleges close down? Or say the small small scale schools like the yoga school, drawing school, or maybe music schools that we go nowadays, if we get the realistic feeling through metaverse, will those close down? Because I get the same feeling. My friends are also coming to the same school. I'm interacting with them. Meeting, office space, furniture, lights, are those needed? So who will create this furniture? Like this furniture, why will I purchase? So what will happen to this industry of furniture? Will they close down? This is my question. See, nothing will close down because nothing can be 100% so easily. But what I want to point out is job will be created, a huge amount of job will be created to create the virtual world for all these sectors. All schools will need to also create a virtual school equivalent. Garment factory will need to create a virtual garment factory equivalent. They will design clothes, but virtually. And they need a huge amount of manpower for them. Nowadays, we see all people are jumping to the computer science engineering stream because yes, people are needed to create all these virtual things. Everywhere, everything needs to be done virtually. All equipments need to be created virtually. Your furniture needs to be created virtually. Your clothing needs to be created virtually. Everything around you also need to have a virtual counterpart. Social clothes and character has upgraded to $129 billion at the end of 2021. You know, people are purchasing clothes already, virtual clothes. They are purchasing virtual character to create a wonderful avatar, a good avatar. And this purchase has amounted to $129 billion at the end of 2021. Multiple limited edition avatar items are being sold in virtual store already. You can already log into different virtual store and purchase avatar, good avatar items, like maybe bags, clothes, sunglasses, whatever. Do you know that Goosey's Dionysus bag, those were sold at more price than physical equivalent last year? You will be just surprised to hear this. Even I was surprised to know this. Goosey's Dionysus bags have already sold at more price than physical equivalents. Those bags are virtual. You need to just purchase those bags for looking good as your avatar. And those are costing more than the physical equivalent. Users wore virtual clothes, and a study said that users wore virtual clothes 5 hours longer than the physical equivalent. Yes, it is possible because when I'm wearing the same cloth for a long period of time physically, I feel like changing it. But virtual clothes, you don't have that sort of feeling. You will be wearing for a more amount of time. Now, what can go down? Yes, you can always say the wear and tear is less possible for virtual items. Like your clothes, its longevity is more definitely for virtual items. So purchase may reduce. But then again, don't forget that fashion can change more rapidly in a virtual world, which increases purchase probability. Like the garment factory to generate new fashion every day physically is difficult. But for a virtual thing, it is more easy. So the purchase probability increases as fashion changes. If metaverse shops sell physical goods, like I was saying, you go to the metaverse mall and you purchase and that physical clothes come to your house, then yes, you can say that the demand for brick and mortar shops fall further down, which has already been done because of this Amazon and Flipkart. But if they upgrade and start selling themselves in the metaverse world, their business might not be impacted. Those shops can have a metaverse equivalent, and that's where the manpower is needed. More jobs are needed in this sector. More people are needed who knows virtual reality and augmented reality, knows how to program them. So job and manpower usage space will be created for creating the virtual equivalent of everything that I am in the business in. Somebody who is in the business of garment factory, he will need to create a virtual counterpart also. Environmental issues are there. Will it be bad further? Will it be worse or will it be better? Yes, reduction of travel. Reduction of travel means less fuel. So paper, yes, less amount of paper is needed. So everywhere we are helping environment, but don't forget, yes, electricity usage will increase by a huge amount if people start doing everything virtually through computer. There is an IPR challenge. Products can be copied. Like, again, I go back time and again, maybe to the same thing, like this spectacle, or maybe a good fashion spectacle that I'm wearing. For us, I have purchased from company 1. To company 2 to copy it takes a little bit of time. The copyrights, IPR protection rights can be created, but in a virtual world, products can be copied through mouse clicks. You can understand, and there blockchain will come into picture. Blockchain will have this IPR, will protect all the rights, so that this copy paste can be avoided. So I will not continue with metaverse any further, because Sahitya had given me only 15 minutes time. I don't know whether I've already taken that. I was not looking at time. Maybe, I have already taken 15 minutes time, but I will try to very quickly also cover the next topic. While you dream about your university existing in a virtual environment, future of AI and its effects on industry. Sahitya, this 15 minutes time was not enough for 2 topics maybe, but still I will try. We are being watched everywhere. Yes, what I mean by that? What I mean by that is, yes, cameras are watching us. Every action that we take in the internet. Just a minute, there is no response from your side. So am I still audible and visible? Some response from your side?
Yes, sir, you're audible clearly.
So was it was the metaverse understandable?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This
Yes,
was.
sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
Yes,
So
sir, I
now I come.
understand.
Okay, so I very quickly switch to the second topic. I don't have any further time. Future of AI and its effects on industry. See, we are being watched everywhere. By whom? By cameras which are around you. But every action that we take in the internet, we are being watched. We book a cab. Yes, I have been watched. I have booked a cab from place 1 to place 2. So that has created a record, that has created a data that Mr. X and X, in this case, Biswajoy Chatterjee, takes a cab to go from place 1 to place 2. And how this data will be used? This will be used to suggest me in future. That is artificial intelligence. The machine will have this data, and it will use this data as an intelligence and tell me that, okay, do you want to go from this place to that place? We like a post on social media. This is a data that has been created, that Biswajoy Chatterjee has liked a post about cricket maybe. In India, cricket is a big thing. Cricket is a religion. So we like this cricket match. Or maybe in your case, in the case of Nigeria, football. Football is a big thing over there. So you like a post about football. So in future, the social media will show you more posts about football. Yes, intelligence. A comment that we make in social media is a data. Every single money we spend on e-commerce website is a data, because that will be used in future to suggest me a product, suggest me a similar product. Every single search we make on Google or Just Dial or maybe anywhere. Let's talk about Google. Bank transactions that we make online. When we browse a website, a movie that we watch on OTT, everything is a data that is created. I have watched this movie. In future, it will suggest me similar movies. Now, I will very quickly say this again. We are creating a data every time, which will be used by data scientists to dig deep and make predictions for my future choices, my likes, my actions, or any other actions, even others' actions also. Now, data. What is data? This whole world is full of data. If we apply the science to it, it is data science. Now, chatbot or voice assistants are simple examples of data science. You are chatting with somebody, say you are asking that, okay, what is the price of this hotel in this place? You get an answer through the chatbot. Voice assistant we are using through mobile phone. Okay, somebody is enabling us through an automated voice response. Those are simple data science, because the data is there, they are giving me the information. So everything is, this whole world is data science. Within this data science comes in artificial intelligence, which is just a part of it. And what is artificial intelligence? Fraud detection, healthcare analysis, these are data science. But chatbot, voice assistants, these are artificial intelligence. Please understand why. Fraud detection can be simple data science. Healthcare analysis can be simple data science, because I ask a doctor that I have got this sickness, this illness. So the doctor will immediately suggest me, okay, this medicine you take. So this data was already there. He has just suggested me. But chatbot voice assistants, they need to also apply the intelligence to answer my question. So artificial intelligence is only a part of it. Artificially, this intelligence is incorporated artificially to give answers. Recommendation systems, facial recognitions, this comes under another subdomain, which is machine learning. I don't get into all this because I assume that you people know artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, what these are. So I will go straight into the topic. I'm running out of time. I will straight get into the topic. All this, I can share the PPT with you, career options, this major subjects you need to learn to go to it, data, AIML, the salary and all this I can share with you. But my topic is, where is artificial intelligence being used? It is being used in cancer care recommendations, the most important thing. Personalized recommendations for current cancer patients based on data. 15 years worth of data is there, that which person had which disease and what was the effect of that, which medicine was used. If this person with this sort of cancer has got this complication and his values are this, his test results are this, then that medicine worked the best. So let's try that. I repeat, it is not only about, okay, cancer, these are the medicines. No, this person has got cancer. This is his specific complication. These are his test results. You can find out a data worth 15 years that, okay, a person having similar test results with a similar problem, similar complication was doing good with this medicine. So that can be used. Or this lifestyle, that can be suggested to him. This is how it is getting better and better. Data-driven route adjustments, these are small, but they are saving thousands of gallons of gas. Package routing, you know that AI is suggesting routes of his or her own. Like this time, it is not only about this is the best route, this is the smallest route. It is about, okay, this road has got this amount of traffic, and this road at this time, generally on a Tuesday, from 7 to 8 p.m., this road gets crowded. So maybe 2 or 3 years we are seeing every week on a Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., this road gets crowded. So p.m. may be avoided. Yes, these are definitely there. Uber Eats delivering food while it's hot. Yes, we are using food apps. We are using Uber, and they are coming in the best way through this. Same thing, package routing, same algorithm. You know that in football, I've taken this because you people are very close to football, I'm sure. In football, the teams are being made in a way that the best team is being made. You know, this Liverpool soccer team almost won the 2019 Premier League Championship using data science, which the team uses to recruit undervalued soccer players. Like to purchase a soccer player, it costs a huge amount of money. So it is not only about purchasing, it is purchasing. You are using your money in the best possible way. So you will also have to purchase undervalued players through data science. You do it. You see that this person on a field.
Sir, you are muted.
Okay, so okay, I don't know. Somebody muted me. Okay, so am I audible now? Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is what I was saying. I will not take much more time, but you know that Liverpool soccer team almost won the 2019 Premier League Championship with undervalued soccer players through using data science. And this is how every pass, you can see, it calculates every pass, run, goal attempt influences a team's overall chance of winning. So this is how it goes. E-commerce is definitely, I don't have any more time. Yes, Instagram, marketing with a personal touch. Facebook, you know, it suggests people you may know. I would like to call it people you almost definitely know. Yes, it is a type of data science, a part of artificial intelligence which is being used. Facebook is recommending me people which I almost definitely know. How is it possible? It is doing through data science, through artificial intelligence. Robotics definitely is there. I will not waste time. Sorry. Self-driving cars are there. I will just go very quickly. Yes, image recognition, everything, everywhere it is being used. And these are the industries. If you're talking about, the topic was which industries are going to use AI in future. These industries, Netflix. In Netflix, the movies that are recommended to me, almost those are the movies that I would like to watch. How? They have created data of every movie I have watched, or people with similar behavior like me. I am a professor. So movies which professors have watched, those data have been created and they're suggesting me. Now, this is something I want to use. I want to use a little bit of time, maybe 1 minute time. Computer vision farming. You can see a field where spray is actually this pesticides you say, or whatever your fertilizers you're spraying. This is sprayed exactly where the crops are there. Otherwise, agriculture will use a huge amount of money, and agriculture forms a backbone of the GDP also. So you can understand that this is a very, very important technology in AI. Through AI, through computer vision, which is again a part of AI, which is a part of AI definitely, through computer vision, it finds out where the crops are. So where the fertilizers need to be sprayed. So the fertilizers are sprayed exactly in those regions. So I want to end it over here. I would like to thank all of you. I'm running. I've taken a lot of time. Sorry to the organizers. Sorry to Sahitya. Sorry to Priya. I'm sure that I have taken a lot of time, but I believe that my topic was a little bit. If it was a little useful to all of you, I will be happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your topic was really very helpful and useful for us. So, without wasting any time, now I would like to welcome our next honorable guest, Mr. Michael Ogenjiro, Faculty of System Engineering in the University of Lagos and software engineer at SARPA, to enlighten us about the impact of modern technologies in industries and importance of community clubs in a student's life.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Um, I I pray and I Roy. Yeah, and I want to acknowledge the presence of my honorable professor who has done justice to even some of the things I'm meant to talk about. That's the importance of modern technology in industry today. Yeah, so thank you very much for having me on this platform. So I'm not going to take much of our time. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are
All
audible.
right, thank you. Yeah. So as introduced, I'm Michael Ogundero. I'm a faculty member at University of Lagos, Faculty of Engineering. Yeah. And I'm also a software engineer at SIAPA. So let's briefly talk about the importance of programming and modern technologies in the industry today. Yeah. So we cannot actually overemphasize on the importance of technology. It is everywhere. We all can see what is happening. What else do you want if you can actually attend, a class right from the comfort of your home, and also feel as if you are in a class with your colleagues. When my professor was talking, he talked a lot about augmented reality and virtual reality. And so these are things that we get to enjoy, with the modern technology. Yeah, what again? Improved communication. So in many societies today, in many industries, how do they communicate? So some they tell you they use Microsoft Teams, some use Skype, some what have you. So these are things that foster communication within the industry, and without them, to be achieved, because all this software are actually a result of programming and all those things. Then we talk about improved productivity and efficiency in the industry. Yeah, we have lot of chatbots. We have AI powered robots that even help in the manufacturing industry, and most of these things contribute to productivity in the industry, and they also help to improve efficiency, because there are things that have been done by humans before, and now now they are being done by machines. Humans just they only supervise some of these tasks, and the machines get the job done. At the end of the day, we have improved productivity and efficiency, and this is also as a result of modern technology. I hope I'm not too fast.
No, you are not.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so also we have abundance of knowledge. You can sit down in your house. I want to learn this. You Google stuff, and in fact you take courses from the comfort of your homes. You get certificates, and all those things wouldn't have happened, if not for the technology we have today. And look at the likes of Coursera, the likes of Udemy, LinkedIn, and all those great products. They are as a result of the modern technology, and it's almost becoming, in fact, it is already a way of life. It has become a culture for us. I want to learn this thing. You don't even need to call on anyone. You just go online and you get things done. So that's very amazing. That's very amazing. Then we also have improved marketing strategies. Yes. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you start a business today, and you are looking for customers. How do you get customers? Back in the days, you have to really rely on humans that would help you, to physically contact your audience. But these days now, you get on Instagram, you get on Twitter, you get on even WhatsApp and what have you, and sometimes you get surprised, or you might be shocked that you are discussing with a friend and you mention a particular product, and what happens the next day when you open your phone, you see that product staring at you. That is the power of technology, and some don't realize this until it happens to them, like twice, like three times, like four times, and you get to realize that something is actually happening in the background, that enables all these things. So that is a very powerful tool, that really enhance marketing strategies. And people now even obtain certificates in digital marketing, SEO, and how to get through to your targeted audience. So all these things I've mentioned so far, they are great products of modern technology. So these things have become a way of life, and they are really helping us. They are really helping us, and now we need to do less work to get you know to get a very good result. All you need to do is just to master how you use these tools that have been built by programmers, by engineers, by scientists, and what have you. Yeah. So I move on to the next section, which talks about the importance of community clubs. Yes, thank you, Edward, for bringing your a platform to to University of Lagos. Yeah, in University of Lagos, there are also, different other communities that exist. Eduhub, has come to join, and it's a very good thing that we are having Eduhub. So some of you, might want to know why do I need to join this community? Now, the importance of this community to every one of us, I'm going to start with this. The technology world now is very fast-paced. I don't know if you get what I mean by that, but when you talk about technology, now you are talking about AG, that's augmented AR, augmented reality. You have virtual reality, and you have a lot of things. Sometimes when you even get to discuss with your friends, they mention some technologies, and you may not have heard, about those technologies. So how do you keep yourself abreast of this fast-paced digital world? Yeah, with the help of community clubs like Eduhub, you get to meet different people, with great minds, very exposed set of people that know about these things, even as they come up. So by the time you start interacting with them, you get to know most of these things, and you yourself, you can then go online and read more about it. If you need to implement, you implement. Is that okay? Because these days now, people churn out, like in the software industry, which I am, people churn out frameworks, rapidly, especially when it comes to open source. A lot of things are being done, and if you are not careful, you might become obsolete even while you're in the industry. You might become obsolete. So you need to join clubs like this, so you update yourself and keep yourself abreast, of the fast-paced digital world which we are in right now. Then another thing is that it helps to bridge what we call skill gap. It helps to bridge what we call skill gap. Now, as a techie, yes, you have certain set of skills. And you are looking at getting, a job somewhere. So there's something we call skill gap. That is the disparity, between the set of skills you have and the set of skills that are required out there for that job, you want. So if you're in a community like this, before you even get to that stage, you get to know the different skill sets you need to acquire, before you even get to stage like that. How do you get to know all these skill sets? By interacting with people in the community, by attending meetings like this, stand-ups, and you listen to your colleagues talk about different technologies they use, and from there you pick one or two things, and you get to learn them, you get to implement them, and by so doing, you add to your own skill set. So you are actually starting to bridge that skill gap. You are starting to bridge that skill gap, and as a result, helps you to align your goal. If your goal is to work in an automation industry, or if your goal is to work in a software industry, then you begin to know the set of skills you need to acquire. You need to learn to fit into those roles. So that is a very good importance of being in community clubs like this. And yeah, another interesting thing. So here now, you don't just have friends from Nigeria, or friends from South Africa, or friends from India. You have friends from different parts of the world, and you're actually extending your network, because for engineering students, I think science students as well. Yeah, you go for internship, your third year or fourth year in the university. So at this point in time, it is not a news anymore that you can go abroad for your internship. Yes, I've had students like that, who traveled abroad for their internship, and they got a lot of exposure. And how did they get all these opportunities? It's from communities like this. So you have a friend in South Africa who knows about an internship role over there. So right here in during one of the meetings, you may hear about it, or you might share it in your community, in your group, and you apply, and you get some of them. So that is also a very good importance of joining clubs like this. You extend your network, beyond the shores of your own country, of your country. Yeah. So I'm going to implore everyone here, to try to make sure you participate actively. Yes, actively. That's very important. You try to participate actively in this community. Yeah. So thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I've not taken your time, because I was very mindful of the time. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm words. It means a lot for us. So now I would like to hand over to Sahitya. Over to you, Sahitya.
Uh, yeah. Am I audible, Priya, right?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. So again, I would like to thank our honorable guest for coming over here and enlighten us with your words. I'm very thankful to Michael sir and Biswajoy sir for coming over here. Now, let's focus on our community motto. Before that, I would like to introduce your chapter leaders, Mr. Kyote Philip and
Sahitya,
Oluwabiti Ojo. Yes, yes, yes.
sorry to interrupt, but
Mhm.
please turn on your camera.
Oh, I'm very sorry for that. Yeah, my network is fluctuating. That's why. Okay, so now I would like to say, Philip, please turn on your camera and introduce yourself to our audience. Mr. Philip, are you there? Yeah. Please unmute yourself, Philip, and introduce yourself to our audience, because you are the chapter leader of University of Lagos. Philip, please unmute yourself. You are muted.
Philip, sorry to disturb you, but you are muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Yes,
you
yes,
are
yes.
audible.
Yeah, Philip, go ahead.
I guess he's having some network issues.
Okay, no issue. So next, I would like to welcome Mr. Ojo. Please introduce yourself to our audience, because he is vice lead of University of Lagos.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sahit and Prayer. My name is Oluwatobi Ujo, and I'm a graduate of Civil and Environmental Engineering from the University of Lagos. Uh, I'm so much passionate about the tech industry, and I'm a graphic designer, I'm a photographer, and I'm also a Python enthusiast, and also an aspiring cloud engineering student. So it's great to have you all in this community, and we know definitely that we're going to take you forward. So keep yourself abreast of whatever is going on around you, and keep your network open to all of those in this community, to those from the international community, and those in the University of Lagos. And always keep active on the group chat. You know that there's a whole lot planned for you. And thank you very much for joining our meeting today. We'll communicate better with you on the group chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Ojo, for your kind introduction. And Philip, are you there? You can hear me? I think he's facing some network issue. Okay, no worry. So let's move on to our PPT, and we will explain you about the motto of Eduhub community. So let me present my screen once.
Yeah,
My
that's all,
screen is
guys.
visible, right? Oh yeah, Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience because you are the lead of University of Lagos Eduhub chapter.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So first of all, I'm going to thank my honorable vice chancellor of UEM and also Mr. Michael for appreciating our coming here and the community also. So I'm the chapter leader of Eduhub Community Unilag. So I'm in Faculty of Engineering of Systems Engineering Department. So I'm the chapter leader of this university. The aim is just to gather tech members together and to learn together and work together and just know how we can actually move the tech community forward. So actually, because the world is actually moving to tech now, right now, so everyone needs to know how they can actually become a member of a tech, then how they can actually move with their work in tech also. And actually, I'm a backend developer. So the languages I use C Sharp as one of my language. Then I use C Sharp, AS.NET framework, and I'm also a front end developer also. So partially, I'm a full stack developer. So I've actually done a lot of projects and so on like that. So I also have my LinkedIn profile also, which I'm likely to share later with you all. So please thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip, for your kind words. Now we will move into the community motto. Let
All right.
me present my slide once. Yeah. So welcome to Eduhub community. So basically a community for the people, by the people. So learn, interact, and network with industry expert. Get an in-depth breakdown of a field you are passionate about and explore. To provide peer-to-peer learning sessions to each of the students who seek guidance in their field. We also focus on open source contribution because, as well as we all know, right now in the tech field, open source is one of the booming topic. Okay. So we are approved by Government of India, MSME, also Startup India, and we also collaborated with Data Protocol, Microsoft Azure Developer Community, and Give My Certificate. Also, our students, also we have partners, various partners in our community, and our campus leaders from various colleges over India and over globe. Okay, so this is our screenshot of some events, our previous events. Okay, so okay, so problem we are facing like guidance. As a beginner, we don't know what kind of programming language we have to go, or whether we start C or whether we start with Python. We don't know exactly at the beginning. Okay, and the programming culture in many colleges, we don't see that there is no programming culture. Students don't know how to contribute to open source. They don't know what is competitive programming and all. So this is a fact. And resources like we don't have that type of resources whether we can learn. And the main thing is the starting journey. If we don't know where to start, then how can we start the thing? So that's why we need resources and information. Let's say X company wants to hire some intern. So how can I notify? That's why we need some information about companies and all. Okay, so our community will help you to resolve this problem with the help of community members and with the help of like-minded peoples. Our mission and goals. Okay, so focusing on networking. So this is one of the vital point because your network is your net worth. Build a strong network and interact with some of cool-minded people. Okay, join India's smartest student community. Meet your peers, learn together, communicate together, build some projects, solve real-world problems, take part in hackathons together. Okay, that means in our community, we suggest each and every members to active on social media like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform. Twitter is a professional platform. Okay, so because learning in public is one of the crucial point according to our community. Okay, so let's talk about open source. And in this point, I am very much passionate about open source because I contributed in lots of projects in open source previously. There is a Hacktoberfest in October month. I also participated in that, and also I guided students about open source and tech stacks like web development. Okay, so our motivation is to funnel learning through development skills that can solve real world problem. In open source, the main motto is, to know the real world software development, right? We we don't know how to collaborate with other developers. We don't know what is push, what is merge. So in open source, we can learn each and everything about real world software development. That's the main key point of open source. Okay, so code collaboration. Previously, I told that in open source we can learn how to collaborate with other developers. So main thing is code collaboration. You need to go through all the codes and then contribute to the others code base. That's the main thing of code collaboration. Learning in public. Here you can see that there is a line by Kunal Kushwaha. Millions of developers in the world, and everyone has a different success stories. Okay, so if you want to be a good developer, right? So you have to learn in public. Let's say I know web development, or I know any kind of development, right? Android development, let's say. So I have to, showcase in my LinkedIn or Twitter that yes, I know that type of technology, I know that thing. Okay, you have to share your projects in publicly so that recruiter can connect with you and grow your network. There is a good platform, that is professional platform, LinkedIn and Twitter. Okay, you can go and spread your network, collaborate with others developers, talk with your fellow developers, and build some project, go in hackathon. That's the main thing, right? So learning is public is one of the crucial point. Okay, do community work. That means previously I talked about learning in public, open source, be active on social media. So these all stuffs are, community work. Support each other, right? You are in Eduhub community. So if someone is facing something, you have to resolve it. That's the community work according to us. Okay, so we encourage our students to apply some student development programs. So there are several student development programs like Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, GitHub Campus Experts, AWS Educator Program, and many more things. Also, we launched our Campus Lead program. So if you want to contribute in that, you can apply our Campus Lead program also. So this is one of the best thing, right? You can learn a lot many things in student development programs. Okay, so what we will provide you, right? So okay, so we are launching our internship portal in 1st March. So we will hire some tech developers and non-tech. Okay, so there are two type of field we are providing. One is technical, and another one is non-technical. In technical part, there are some AI ML developer, okay, DevRel engineers, and front-end engineers, back-end engineers are there. In a non-tech domain, we can see graphic designer, UI UX designer, marketing manager, event manager. There are several internship opportunity we will provide you. Also, we have our campus lead program. Okay, campus leaders, that mean here Philip and Ojo is the campus lead of your university. So we will provide that type of opportunity to you. Also, we will provide right scholarships, hackathons, free of cost. We provide some community meetings for our members, right? So in upcoming 2 to 3 months, we will organize a hackathon, and this will be an international hackathon. And I hope you can learn many more things through this hackathon. Okay, so stay tuned with us, and you can build some project and talk with your fellow developers and participate in hackathon. Stay tuned with Eduhub community. And previously I told about that take part in hackathon. This is a main thing to collaborate with other developers and build some awesome projects. Okay, so organize event in your campus. Let's say you are facing some problem in Android. Okay, you don't know how to start your journey in Android, and in your university you don't know anyone who is comfortable with Android development. So you can ask us, we will provide you some speaker so that they can take some session in your university, right? This is one of the great point, I guess. Okay, so Eduhub chapter, that's mean starting Eduhub community chapter in your college will bring a competitive programming environment, open source and overall programming culture on the campus under the mentorship of Eduhub. That's mean we will provide you lot many things, right? Lot many things in the sense, we will conduct some coding, we will conduct some coding challenge, and also we will organize some open source, and we will provide you some projects, and you can contribute in that project also. That's the main part of chapter, and enable students to learn together with other college chapters in Eduhub community. We can interact with other colleges also, because you are in Nigeria and we are in India, so we can collaborate each other and learn something and grow together, right? Provide opportunities and explore to students on the campus, and a vast network of nearly 5,000 plus highly dedicated students and professional peers. That means we in our Eduhub community we have approx 5,000 plus students, so we can connect and we can build some project, we can grow together. That's the main motto of Eduhub community. So thank you everyone, and if you have any kind of question, please let me know. Yeah, Philip, Ojo, you have any kind of question, how Eduhub will help you, you can ask directly, or you can comment in the chat box.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you.
Hello?
yes, we can hear
Hello?
you.
Okay, so my question is that about this technology and everything. Most of the things you've been mentioning are engineering students, and well, I'm studying education at University of Lagos. So I think I kind of might have interest in technology. Is it possible for me to flow along with you? Something like that.
Yeah, sure. If you are interested in technologies, you can definitely join our community and start your career in a technology, right? It's open to all.
Would I be
Yeah,
able
also,
to?
yeah, also we have content, we have room for content writers also. So you can
Yes,
actually join our content writing
we
group
have
also.
non-tech domain also. Yeah, we have non-tech domain also. If you want to contribute, you can definitely.
Yeah. And we also have event planning and marketing managers and all that. So there are a lot here. So we have actually a lot.
So, okay, so what I want to ask again is, can I, in the future, can I work under a technology company after joining this community?
Yeah,
Dep
yeah, there's actually chance for that.
yes, it depends on your skill set. If you are good in technology, then
Yeah.
definitely you can get a good job.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Anyone else having any question?
Good afternoon. I have a question.
Yeah, tell.
Yeah, I think from this community, it looks like it combines of both the technology and the non-technology set of
Yes,
people. So
yes.
I don't know, I'd like to have the list of other things you do, both from the tech and the non-tech.
Oh, you want a list of tech and non-tech. So, okay, we will provide the list of tech and non-tech domains in your WhatsApp, in your respective WhatsApp group. You can, definitely join.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm, I want to ask about, is UI UX also under technology?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that is for content. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm would I be able to learn it in this community?
Yeah.
And how are we going to learn? Are we going to meet physically with those that are University of Lagos, or we will keep on doing this online meeting? Because I don't understand.
Okay. We will actually provide that. For now, this is just the opening ceremony. Then after the opening ceremony, we actually list out all the things we want to do that will improve the community forward. So actually, we even pass the form actually that has all the roles we usually partake, that you can partake, all the roles you can partake, like event manager, marketing, then UI UX, we have front end, back end, data structures and algorithms, and so on like that. But you can join. So I will actually send out the form again, so we can actually fill if I've not filled out all the form. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Now, hello, back,
Yeah, there
please.
is a question
Now, as
from.
regards,
Yeah.
sorry, sir. Okay, as regards meeting physically or working virtually, now we can't do everything physically. There are things that we'll have to do virtually, like having some hackathon and also some of these conferences and meetings and sessions like this will go virtually. And because we are closer to each other in Unilag, we can as well meet physically in Unilag. So it's possible to have some occasional meetings physically in Unilag. And because of the size of community and how we are going to grow eventually, we will also consider that. But then it is a mix of the virtual and the physical meetings together. So in this community, it is a mix of the two. So it is necessary that you avail yourself, especially on the group chat, so you do not miss out on any information that will be passed across.
Yeah, this is a great question. Physical events in your university. Actually, it's up to you. If you want to conduct any kind of physical event in your university, you can go ahead. We will, provide you
Yeah.
everything. If you need something from us, we will provide you goodies and all. You can, conduct a physical event in your college, because it's not possible for us to, come over your university and organize something, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
there is a
trust me,
question from
guys.
Shubranil. Shubranil, you
Okay.
can go ahead and ask Biswajoy sir.
Any other
Unmute
question?
yourself and you can ask.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, Philip, go ahead.
no, someone wants to ask question.
Yes.
Shubranil, you can unmute yourself and ask the question that
Yeah.
you want to ask from sir.
Yeah, Biswajoy sir, I had a question that when you were showing the presentation on metaverse, there was a point that you can also virtually go to shopping malls and shop virtual clothes for yourself. So, sir, my question is, means by wearing that AR, VR, or that virtual reality thing on our eyes, means will we be buying the clothes for our avatars or for ourselves? Means physical form of clothes. What is that? Can you explain once more that?
Yeah, that is what I said is both are possible, Shubdonil. You can go to a virtual mall and purchase a cloth which is meant for an avatar, and it is happening in a big way, as I was showing. $129 billion of business has been done for virtual clothes, people buying virtual clothes for their avatars. Because you remember the pictures I was showing, you are looking at other people's avatars and talking to them. In the same way, when you are talking to them, the other people are finding you as your avatar. So you want to make your avatar look good. So for that, you are purchasing virtual clothes. And like you also, in the same way, like as I said, metaverse is a huge thing. It's like the internet of today. So anything is possible. Also, it will be possible that you go to a virtual mall and purchase a physical cloth which will be delivered to your house, like it happens with Amazon. But in Amazon, you don't get that virtual feeling of going to a mall, but which you will be getting through this metaverse.
Okay, sir, got it. And now I have a question to Sahitya brother that means I am listening about open source mentorships, then open source projects for the last maybe for my last 5 to 6 months before I joined college. But you know what means I'm still unclear about what exactly to do because whatever programming knowledge I am having, will that be if I means effective, or what things I have to learn? So I'll be supported na in the hackathons by EduHub.
Yeah, definitely. See, to contribute in a big project, you need to learn lots of things, right? But if you want to contribute in a small based project, okay, so the beginning knowledge will be great. And if you want further knowledge, you can contact with me, and you can ask anything about open source. I can guide you definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. And in hackathon, definitely we will provide you some good resources. You can take part in hackathons.
Okay, so I have a question for the VC, the Vice Chancellor.
Yeah,
Is he
go
here?
ahead.
Yeah, tell me.
So my question is that when you were talking about Netflix, you said they, how would I put it? They can predict the kind of movies you might like, and like when you watch a movie and then they keep on bringing another stream, and those movies seems to be the movies you like, right? So I'm trying to relate it to some other stuffs like maybe WhatsApp and Meta, that's Facebook. Is it that on Facebook, right, they tend to bring people you are likely to be familiar with. So my question is, are they not intruding into someone's privacy? Like, I can understand that that is technology, but are they like every message I message my friend or anything? Can they view it? Can they see it? Are they also a third party in the conversation I'm having with my friends? That's my question.
Uh, yeah, this sort of questions are very common. What you're saying is a very proper question for you to ask. In fact, everybody has got this question in his or her mind. If you remember, I don't remember like this that conference where Mark Zuckerberg was directly asked this question that, Mark, would you like to tell us which hotel you were staying in yesterday? And he said, no, I would not like to tell. Then he was asked, would you like to tell like which cloth you were wearing yesterday? And he answered, no, I would not like to tell. So he was asked, then why would you ask others which where he was staying yesterday through your software, through your Facebook? Why do you ask others to give this information? So he answered, it is about choice. The one you are calling privacy, for others, it is their, what should I say, like making themselves announce. People are taking this opportunity to announce like where you are checking in. People are telling with pride. So if you don't want to tell, there is all options not to tell. Like in Facebook, you can set your privacy level to whatever extent you want to. You really don't want anybody to know who can be your friends or whatever. You can stop everything. You can just make your profile a completely private profile. But we don't like doing that. Like we like to tell where we are going. We say that we are going from, say, I'm going from India to Nigeria. I would like to happily post that. I would like to announce. So it's about my choice. So how much privacy I want, it is absolutely up to me. You can always set your privacy level to maximum. So I will not really say it is getting into somebody's privacy. It is an opportunity or it is an option for everybody. Um, Apart from that, see, there is, you talk about the security question, then see, like our seniors, if I say the elderly people in our house, they even don't like to do a simple internet banking. They don't like having an internet login ID or password for their banks. They say that they are not secured. I will do something. My father himself says that I'm not sure about what I am doing. If I do something which I should not do, then I will be in a mess. So I will not do. So you can understand the security or the privacy level is absolutely in your own hand. You can set your privacy level to whatever extent you want to. So that is my answer. But yes, there are vivid opinions about this. Many people like to put it in different ways. ways. I would like to hear from like which you cannot stop yourself, prevent, which is forcibly taking your information, forcibly taking away your privacy. Do you feel anything is there? Any such sector is there?
No, I just it feels weird when they are always getting right about the things that I want to like. It feels weird how to peak. So it's more like a monitoring spirit, or maybe there's some invisible kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. An invisible thing is always with you. And believe me, nowadays it is getting up to any extent you might not like to believe. And many of people will find it not something worth speaking in a public domain. But believe me, nowadays, if you keep your phone's audio on, or you allow your phone to listen to you, then it is possible, and it is often being seen, that Google is suggesting me things which I was talking with my wife. Maybe I'm discussing about purchasing a property, and suddenly you see you have not allowed Google to interfere. Suddenly see that Google is suggesting your Facebook is suggesting your property. Such things are happening. Many people all across the world are talking about it. They're saying that such things are happening. I'm not sure. See, I'm not at all sure about what I'm saying, like whether something like that is really happening. But yes, some invisible sort of thing, the word you used, I really liked it. Some invisible sort of thing is present with me and maybe hearing me out, or something is being continuously, an internet thing is continuously chasing me. Something like it is there. But yes, the option is always there. You can set your privacy level to maximum. You can even stop your microphone, your phone's microphone, your computer's microphone, and everything, and don't allow the system to hear you. That possibility is always there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I guess there are no more doubts from anyone. Okay. Thank you,
Hello.
everyone. Yeah, sure.
Okay. For beginners, like, is there room for beginners to learn and become a pro? Because I want to move into tech. I have this great passion for tech. But then when I pick up a course online by myself, like Python, I get people asking me questions. What do I want to do with it? And at the end of the day, I can't answer that question myself. So is there room for learning and understanding to go into like directions to take?
Okay, what a direction to a pro level, right? If
Yeah,
I am not
that's
wrong.
actually it's possible. You can move from beginner to pro.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Definitely. We
yeah,
will provide you some
that's
pathway guidance so
it
that you
depends on
can
what you
follow
want
and be a good programmer.
to learn. Like you said, like you said, and I said Python. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to do Python, it means you are going for data science or AI. Every language has its own area of specification. So it depends on what you want to learn. If you want to go for websites, then you need to learn JavaScript, HTML, CSS. If you need
Can we get the options for those who don't know what they want to do?
yeah.
Like having a lot of options. You say AI and data science. I don't really know what this thing is all about. Or website design. Oh, do I have a few ideas? But like having this just options, like understanding about what each and every one of them means. So I'm able to choose carefully.
Okay. So right now, what do you actually want to do right now? Like, what is your aim? That what do you want to achieve in tech? Is it that you want to be creating websites, or you want to go into AI, artificial intelligence, or data science? It depends. So it depends.
That's my question. I don't really understand what those mean. So I can't actually
Oh,
choose.
Okay. Then the best option is to read up about every language. Then you can actually choose from them what you actually want to do. That's my question. That's my answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I think what she's trying to ask is that would this community would you guys take us through the basic and elementary learning of this stuff? Like she's trying to feel
Yes. Yeah,
she's trying to
I
go for
got
a
your point.
Python.
Yes.
She wants a
Okay.
basic
Yes.
roadmap
Actually,
to, know all the things, basic of programming. Yes. I got her point.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely
could,
provide you the pathway guidance.
sorry, I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it only programming courses that they are going to be taking? Like, is it only data science and all of that? Because I wanted to go into product development. Is it only programming language courses like data science, data analytics, software, and all of that we are going to be doing here?
Priya, can you answer because of network issue? I can't hear properly.
Okay. Actually, we're actually doing everything. So that's why we have marketing managers, event planners also. So it depends on the event. You actually choose the. So if we're saying CSS, if you have majority talking about marketing, how to market your product and everything like that, then go for that. It depends on what you're actually into is tech. Products and marketing is kind of tech, then data science, website designing, backend development, web development, they are still under tech. So that's what we cover.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Priya, I think we can conclude the session right now.
Yes, we can. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining this inauguration ceremony and taking out time for us in your hectic schedule. Special thanks to our honorable guest, Professor Dr. Biswajoy Chatterjee, sir, and Mr. Michael Ogindero. Biswajoy, sir, I would really like to thank you for taking out time for us and enlightening us on metaverse and clearing all the doubts of each and everyone. It really means a lot to me, sir.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone, before leaving
yeah,
the
thank
meet, kindly fill the Google form provided in the chat box and get your authorized certificate from us.
Thank you everyone for joining this inauguration ceremony, and special thanks to Biswajoy sir for coming over here. Thank you everyone.
yeah, thank you.
I guess we can conclude the session, Sahitya.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.